You know what the problem is? We have to stop identifying with the individual race, and we have to just start identifying with just human. Because the individual race within those programs, different inaccurate intel energies are within those programs, within the human psyche. Mental programs within the human psychology, within individual races, they have confused narratives and energies within how they're looking at things within the psychological programs that they have. So the thing is, one way to, in a intuitive way to stop racism is, it's not that one race is better than another race. It's, we can understand esoteric reincarnation mechanics and how every spirit could be any race if you just look at it like that. And if you're choosing and voting to be divisive, voting for division, and there's this other underground video I didn't post, that we're ultimately choosing something that's division, because the spiritual predecessors, they're saying it's all from the same source. You know, God is entertaining togetherness and separateness. God's doing that. So God's giving you the chance for you to choose togetherness or separateness. So it's up to you to choose togetherness or separateness on a spiritual level. And we don't have to divide more. We don't have to have division within division by us kind of casting other people away. But other people are doing that within their own accord, you know. So it's not about my race is better than your race. No, we're one human race. And if you're resonating somewhere along the line, trying to like just compete and have division and say my race is better than the other race, then you're resonating towards that surface level human competition, which is not real spiritual shit. And as you're doing that, you're influencing and contributing to more division and confused racism, because confused racism is pretty much like you're saying that your race is apart from human oneness. What does that mean? Or just energy oneness. Energy oneness is the energy, everything connects, you know. There's a unified field standardly, and within that unified field, for some reason, we're on our individual track record, and we want to divide and separate from spirit source. And spirit source God gives you that opportunity to do whatever the fuck you want. Hence 3D, welcome to planet Earth. And as that shit is happening, it's not about my race is better than your race. It's like, can we actually see how everything connects in a harmonic way, you know? And it doesn't matter what race you are. If you're playing some type of like, just some type of unique subjective game that is saying like you're implying that my race is better than the other race. That is energetic racism, because no race is better than another race. We're all from spirit, and we're all human, and we all have different potentials, and we're all in the reincarnation cycle. So if you're saying, you're just implying that you're implying energy racism if you're saying my race is better than your race. You know, that's not necessarily the case, but that option to do that, it's still kind of like, it's still like a viable option. It's there, you know, but it doesn't have to like be like that. But for people to like be in that mindset, they don't know they're going towards an energy trajectory of division, you know. And as you're going to division, who the fuck knows where the reincarnation cycle is going to carry you after this? Because you know, there's a lot of spiritual realizations that say like that everything is perfect, you know. But like, how could it be perfect with all the suffering? Because we're choosing what we're voting for energetically. So as we're choosing for what we're voting for energetically, we don't have to say like this race is in trouble, or this race is the victim, or this race is like, you know, the invader. It doesn't have to be like that. It's like, it's either like you're either for a unique human competition, or you're seeing a different unity beyond the human competition. And none of the options are good or bad. They're just different choices, you know. So it's not, it has nothing to do with race. It's the quality of your spirit experiencing a race, and you're taking that bias and those programs of a race, and you're taking on their subjective programs, which isn't the whole truth. So it's not necessarily about race. It's esoteric division, or it's esoteric completion, right? Esoteric wholeness. So it's not necessarily about, it's like low key, it has nothing to do with race. It's just you versus God, and whatever race you are, that's what you signed up for, and you're taking on their programs because you're trying to solve some of their karma. Because like, if like, we don't even have to be offended if someone tries to offend our race, but we could be, obviously, but parentheses that, because obviously people could like get offended, and I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just trying to give you a higher spiritual meaning of this shit, and the higher spiritual meaning of this shit is like, we have to go the only way to solve racism is we have to go beyond it, pretty much. Thank you very much.